Hi there, you're welcome to our first lesson in English, which is on phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness. I know to some people that sounds really strange. Like, what is phonemic awareness? Well, it's simple. Phonemic awareness simply means knowing about the way sound occurs in words. Knowing about the way sound occurs in words. Words are transmitted through sound. When someone speaks to you and you hear that person, you are actually hearing sound. Now, the only way you can tell or interpret correctly what someone is saying is by hearing the correct sound. Now, if the sound is not pronounced correctly by that person, you may misinterpret the person, or you may not understand what the person is saying. And if you don't hear correctly, you will also not understand what is being transmitted to you. So it's very important. This forms the basic of listening and speaking skills. It forms the basics of listening and speaking skills, and is something that is always taught in the early childhood, because this is where the foundation is laid for that skills, or for the skills of listening and speaking. So one thing I would like to point out quickly before we move on is for us to realize that sounds actually, which come from words, are also they are also coming from letters. Words that are spoken and they transmit sounds to us are formed by combination of letters, our alphabets. Those are what the things that come together, the little bits that combine, to form the words that we speak and that give out sound, which we hear. Okay, so if we're going to explore the structure of sound in words, then definitely we need to look at our alphabets. That's where we start from. Those are the building blocks, like the cells in human bodies that come together to form everything we know about humans. That is how our alphabets are the building blocks. They come together to form everything we know about words and sounds. Okay, so right here we have our alphabet. We have both the capital letters, that's the uppercase, and then we have the small letters. We have the capital letters and we have the small letters. Everything is written together, okay? So that whichever one you come across, we can choose to write just the uppercase alone, or choose to write the lowercase alone. But then some people may get confused. If they are used to just the uppercase, when they come across the lowercase letters or stuff written with lowercase letters, they could get confused because they are not used to that. So that's why we are writing both here. This is capital letter A, small letter a, or the uppercase A, and this is the lowercase a. They mean the same thing. They have the same sound. They have the same name. Both are A, okay? But one is the uppercase, they call it uppercase, or the capital letter, the big letter, and this is the lowercase, or the small letter. So here we have B, letter B, the capital letter, and we have the small letter, the uppercase, and the lowercase. Okay, so we have established that what we have here, you have the uppercase, you have the lowercase. We're just going to go through, mentioning the names of these letters, and then we will come back and try to explore the sounds of these alphabets. We're going to explore their sound, the sound that each letter makes. So first, let's go with the names. So this is letter A, this is letter B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I'm going to go over it again. Now I would like for you to say it after me, okay? I'm going to slow down, give you enough time to repeat each letter after me. before we move on to exploring the sounds. So, A. Any letter I call this name, please try and say it after me, okay? You don't learn anything in language without opening your mouth. Language is spoken through your mouth. So whatever it is we are learning, you have to say it out. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, next I would love for us to quickly explore the sounds of these alphabets, these letters together. Let's look at the sounds they make before we can progress to exploring them in words or exploring those sounds in words. So first let's look at them singly, individually, the way they occur. So let's start with letter A. Like I mentioned earlier, what we read together are the names of these letters. The names of these letters. The names are different from the sounds they make. The names of these letters are different from the sounds they make. So now we're going to explore the sounds they make. Letter A makes the sound A. Letter A makes the sound A. This is letter A. Don't worry, we're going to explore some examples of words that use this sound, that have this sound in them. Okay, this is letter B, and it makes the sound B, 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 B. This is letter C, and it makes the sound K, K, K. Letter D makes the sound D, D. Letter E makes the sound E, E, E. And letter F makes the sound F, F. Letter G makes the sound G, G, G. Letter H makes the sound Letter I makes the sound E, E, E. Letter J makes the sound J, J, J. Letter K makes the sound K, just like letter C, K. So you really have to be able to tell apart the words that have that sound C in them and the ones that have the sound of K in them, although they sound alike. Okay, it comes with practice. You get to know the difference and the words that have them. Okay, so letter L makes the sound L, L, L. Letter M makes the sound M, M, M. Letter N makes the sound N, N. This letter N is commonly referred to as nasal sound because it goes through your nose. N. And letter O makes the sound O, O, O. Letter P makes the sound P, P, P. Letter Q makes the sound Q. Letter R makes the sound R, R, R. Letter S makes the sound S, S, S. Letter T makes the sound T, T, T. Letter U makes the sound ah. Ah. This sound is a bit tricky. It's between ah and o. Okay? Ah. Ah. And letter V makes the sound v. 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 Letter W makes the sound w. 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 And letter X makes the sound x. 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 A combination of K and X, the sound it makes. And letter Y makes the sound E. 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 And in sometimes, when it acts like a vowel, it makes the sound E, especially when it ends words. When it's the last letter in words, it makes the sound E, just like letter I. Okay, so just take note of that. Letter Y is a special letter. Sometimes it functions as a consonant, and some other times it functions as a vowel. And the last letter here, letter Z, has the sound or makes the sound Z. Z. Like when bees are buzzing. Okay, we're going to look at some examples of words that have these sounds in them. Okay, I hope you have written these down. Please, if you haven't, well, you can always pause the video and take down whatever you feel is important that you need to put down. So we're going to explore some words that have these sounds. So quickly, we are going to now look at some examples of the sounds that we just considered. We're going to look at some examples of the sounds we considered in words, how they appear in words. So the first one here is letter A that makes the sound A. Okay, so we have some examples here. A word like bats, man, cat. So you hear the sound A, A, A in the middle of each of the words. Bat, man, cat. Now the next letter and sound is letter E that makes the sound E. Please, let's quickly mention this, that the sounds we're considering right now are the vowel sounds. They are the sounds made by the vowel letters in the alphabet, in the English language alphabet. They are the vowel letters. We're considering their sounds in words. Okay, so the second vowel that we're considering here is the vowel E that makes the sound E. It makes the sound E, and it occurs in words like bed, pen, men. E, as you have it in egg, is in bed, pen, men. The next one is I, letter I, that makes the sound E, as you have it in ink, sit, tin, pit. That's the sound E, 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 sit, tin, pit. And the next vowel letter is letter O, and it makes the sound O, as in pot, top, nod. And the last vowel letter here we're looking at is letter U that makes the sound ah, ah. This is a subtle sound between the sound ah and the sound O. It's sharper than O. It sounds like O, but it's different, okay? And it tilts towards a sound. So letter U makes the sound as in cap, sun, run. Cap, sun, run. Okay, so these are the 5 vowel letters and the sounds made by them that we've just looked at. So we'll just take a few more examples, or we can even use this to stress some other sounds that are made by the different letters of the alphabet. For instance, the first word here, bat. There are 3 sounds in that word, bat. Remember, we already considered the different sounds made by the letters of the alphabet. So if you look at the word bat, you hear the sound B, 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 which is made by this first letter B. Then followed by A, which is the one we consider the vowel sound. And the last one is T, T, the sound made by letter T. So you can combine the three. You have B, A, T, bat, B, A, T, bat. Okay, so the next example is man, man. We have the first sound, the first letter there is M, and it makes the sound M, M. And we already considered that earlier. So you have M, you have A, and you have N, the sound made by letter N. And when you combine them, you have M, A, N, M, A, N, man. Okay, and the last one here in this category is cap, cap. Remember that to see we said makes the sound K, K. So we have K, A, P, this letter P, and it makes the sound P, P. So we have K, A, P. We combine it, it forms cap, cap. So let's look at some few more examples. Here we have the word bed, bed. Letter B, remember we say makes the sound B. Then we have looked at the vowel sound of E, which is E, and the letter D we consider the sound earlier as D, D. So you have B, E, D. You combine, you have bed, bed. And then the next example, letter P, again, we have letter P here. E, N, we have letter N again. E, N. So you have pen, pen. So the last example in this category is men. You have M, E, N, M, E, N, men, men. So the next category here, we have sit, tin, pit. So we quickly look at each of them. Sit, S, remember, makes the sound S, S. So you have letter I, which we have looked at earlier as letter E. As sound, it makes the sound E. And then you have T, which makes the sound T, T, T. So you combine S, E, T, S, E, T, to give you sit, sit. So you have T, E, N, T, E, N, tin, tin, P, E, T, P, E, T, pit, 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 P, O, T, pot, T, O, P, top, N, O, D, nod. The last set we have here, you have C, the words cup, sun, run. So for cup, C makes the letter K, K, remember? So you have K, and our letter U makes the sound and letter P makes the sound P. So you have K, P, K, P, cup, S, N, S, N, sun, sun, R, N, R, N, run, run. So those are some of the examples we consider for this lesson. Please just know that it's all about practice. And we've considered the sounds of all the letters of the alphabet from A to Z. Now, you just need to take it from one level. The basic level for now is like 3-letter words. It's better you start with 3-letter words so that it will be easy for you to learn how to combine these sounds to form words. Okay, so I will just ask that you practice. Make sure you practice. you can combine different words by yourself to see what sounds they make, see if they form real words or not. It's all about practicing. Don't bother about I failed it, I made a mistake. Yeah, mistakes are part of learning. So just keep practicing with 3-letter words. You can always play the video again and again, to remind yourself of the different sounds made by the different letters of the alphabet, and then you keep practicing until you get a hang of it. Okay, so here's what we call it a day. If you find this video interesting, and that goes to our daddies, mummies, uncles, and aunties, please help share the link with people out there that you feel it might be of use to, it might be helpful to. Okay, so we hope to see you next week. Stay blessed and stay safe.